Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the DoubleClutch.ca podcast. I'm your host, Nick, managing editor of DoubleClutch.ca, and I'm joined here in our very warm office, actually.
Yeah, we're in Addy's office, and I'm playing with all the stuff on his desk.
Yeah, there's so much stuff on his desk.
He's got a phone holder from his Lexus IS 500.
Yeah.
It actually appears to be real wood, and it's even numbered from his launch edition.
It's also open pore.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. That's what all the kids are doing. But the fact that it's kind of laser etched, whatever that the kids are doing, that's really nice.
Also, why does Addy have a much more comfy chair than either of us?
Because he purchased a much more comfy chair than either of us.
I guess that makes
I work
sense.
I work on a folding stool that lives in the trunk of a car, dude.
But I have so much back support, and it's Herman Miller. It's great.
Yeah. Speaking of supportive seats.
Okay. I guess we could just segue that into our cars. Good as any. All right. So this week we have a bunch of trucks under our belts.
Yeah, a lot of trucks and SUVs. The fleet is kind of dry of cool shit. I'm finding this year.
One of our good friends. One of our good auto journal friends stopped by the office yesterday, and we were actually mentioning the same thing. It was like it's a little quieter in terms of like cool cars, fun events this summer. So, we're still keeping busy because apparently now it's a great time to drive trucks.
Yeah, well, like even like the people who usually like basically live on the road, constantly doing events back to back, aren't really traveling as much, and I think a lot of that is just sort of industry kind of quieting down. Everyone's a little uncertain about what's going on. Mm-hmm. A lot of big companies are losing a whole lot of fucking money on tariffs, so that's probably coming out of event budgets.
It's got to come out somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So I was kind of, because I was like sitting there personally offended, upset that I was not being invited to things, and we had no kick-ass cars around here. Like, nice cars, but nothing super kick-ass like we had last year.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was thinking about, wait, no, it's probably that. And then our friend Peter chimed in like, no. It's kind of not a lot going on right now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine. We got lots of trucks and SUVs. And last week I was in 2 trucks, actually.
Oh.
And I'm in another truck this week because I like trucks.
Apparently.
Because everything sporty pisses me off because it's not as good as my Miata.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you have last week?
I was in a Toyota Tundra, and it's the new TRD Rally package.
Cool.
And I'll just cut to the punchline. Buy that one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Get that one.
It's a great value proposition.
That's a fantastic value proposition. So this truck, the Tundra is Toyota's big truck. Mm-hmm. They don't do like a full HD. It's just their big half-ton in line with the F-150 and the Silverado and those kids. And it's not the hybrid, so it's a 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6. It's their new engine. It's got tons of power. Like just under 400 horsepower and just a little shy of 500 foot-pounds of torque. Just like Ford's EcoBoost V6, which everyone is aping.
Of course.
It's good on gas, smooth, good response, lots of power. I love this engine in the GX 550 last year, and I love it just as well in this truck. The hybrid is not really missed, honestly. It adds power, like lots of power, but due to traction, you don't really miss it.
No, and that was my takeaway when I had the TRD Pro a couple of winters ago. Like even then, the power boost wasn't that apparent.
Yeah, like the Toyota hybrid trucks are pushing like almost 600 foot-pounds of torque.
Which is impressive, but you don't feel it.
You don't feel it, and I think it's mostly, I don't think it is, mostly like right off the line. Like right at the bottom of the rev range. Yeah. Just to kind of fill in a bit.
Yeah.
When you're actually like stomping on the highway, you won't feel it.
No.
So yeah, the powertrain's great. Sorry, the base powertrain, they're all great, but the base powertrain in this is exceptionally impressive.
Yeah.
For a feature set, it's got the bigger screen at 14 inches. It's a big ass TV. Power seats, surround view cameras, the truck drives itself with Toyota's safety sense and all that.
What more could you want?
Like, it has all the things you would expect to see in a modern truck that costs some money. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even cost that much money. Mm-hmm. The truck rings in at $66,000.
That's really good.
It's really good.
And that's as tested as well.
As tested with like some fun shit on it. And this truck, being that it's the the TRD Rally also, it builds off the TRD off-road package. So it's got Bilstein shocks. I couldn't actually tell if it had skid plates or not. I don't think it does. True four-wheel drive and what was I going to say? Downhill assist and terrain modes and big knobby tires and like just general cool guy stuff.
Yep.
And then the TRD Rally pack adds like the classic Toyota tricolor striping in like a subtle way.
Yeah, that really stuck out at me in terms of like what other car companies tend to do with their retro fantastic liveries versus what Toyota's done, versus what Toyota's done here.
You can't miss it.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
but it's also subtle at the same time.
Yeah, whereas even Toyota's own stuff, like the 4Runner Heritage, whatever that Emron had a couple years ago, like that whole truck is stripes.
Yeah.
This is just like one per side of the truck. It's a little thing.
Yeah.
It's orange, red, black. No, orange, red, yellow. And it looks great.
It does.
Gives it a little visual pop. And yeah, like it can tow a lot. It's got a good payload. It's got tons of room.
What's tow rated at?
11.5.
That's really good.
It is actually not. In the world of truck stuff, the constant dick measuring contest that is fucking truck stuff, it is the least of all the half tons.
I mean, it's like saying the NC is the heaviest Miata. It's still a Miata. It's still a pickup truck. It'll still tow a lot.
Yeah, like the leader in the category is at 13,000.
When are you going to do it with another 2,000 pounds?
Exactly. When's that going to make a difference? And also, like, if you're regularly near that, you're just getting a big HD, like the other truck I had last week.
Which we'll get into later.
Yeah, so whatever. It does enough of the truck things you'll need to do. Has all the features you want. Great powertrain. The only knock I could really put against it is the ride. All the big Tinga F platform trucks, like the LX600, they're all kind of flinty, juttery, shuttery. Like they kind of feel like a bus going over bumps. I was hoping the Bilsteins would cure it. They did not. They're just kind of, everything on this platform is just kind of like that.
It's a little crashy.
Little crashy and shuttery. It feels like a truck.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, it's fucking fabulous. Fabulous truck. Drives great. Actually fun to drive the way it's set up. You can really play with it and have fun with it.
Yeah.
And at its price point, it's screaming. Like the last cheap-ish truck we had was my F-150 STX last summer.
Yep.
And that had the big engine. It was similar to this, and the tow pack and da-da-da-da, but also the smaller screen, cloth seats, no comfort access, no power seat. Like just really, really base truck, and that thing was $72,000.
Right. It's also worth mentioning, at least in the context of the F-150 STX, the small screen in that thing is still pretty big.
It's a 12-inch, for 24 for that truck.
Yeah.
They all got updated, I think, to a 12. I think there's an optional, I can't remember if there's an optional bigger screen. I know the Lightning's got it. I can't remember if any other.
Yeah, that's a portrait-oriented one. But like I remember that truck. I didn't find that so-called base screen
No, it wasn't bad at all. It didn't feel bassy.
No.
But like the rest of the truck did feel like, oh yeah, you got the slightly strippery work spec truck. You don't get that out of this Tundra. At all. It feels like this is the way the Tundra was supposed to be. It's better at being this mid-level truck that's well equipped but not faux fancy. All the other trucks do really try to aim for the faux fancy thing and middling results. This feels like this is the Tundra you want. This is the good one. Get this one. And it's such a good value. And like in an era where trucks are like all $100,000,
it's refreshing.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
And fun. And it looks kind of fun. And it's just honest. I like it a lot.
But like $65,000-$70,000, there's a pretty decent overlap between the Tundra and the Taco then. Because like I imagine a fairly well-equipped mid-range Taco with most of what you want would also kind of sort of comes in at like that price point-ish.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, thereabouts.
Because there's the TRD Sport that you
had. That's the one that I had. That was 52, I think.
Yeah.
50, Yeah, so like give me one more from that to get leather seats.
Yeah.
To get a real straight across comparison. Yeah, probably like 10 grand delta. I would think thereabouts.
Yeah. Would you go for the bigger space or the smaller footprint?
Give me the bigger truck. I mean, like, I haven't... I didn't like that base Tacoma.
Yeah.
I really liked the $90,000 Trail Hunter. I didn't love the base Tacoma.
Conceivably, there's something like in between.
There probably is, but I haven't driven it yet.
Yeah.
I like the 4Runner, which is the same thing.
Yep.
So I could see that. That's the other thing, is that this Tundra, which feels like, oh, this feels nice, is $6,000 less than a Land Cruiser, than a base Land Cruiser.
Ooh.
That's a hard sell. A Land Cruiser is inevitably much, much cooler because it's a Land Cruiser.
Yep. And that Land Cruiser was already a hard enough sell because the fact that the 4Runner, the gas 4Runner now exists for just about 70-ish as tested.
Yeah.
For the limited.
Yeah. Like, the Land Cruiser is, like, the cool guy truck.
Yeah.
But the Tundra is so much more truck.
Yeah.
Like, so much more truck. Whether or not you actually want more vehicle is up to you, but it's there's a lot more, like, metal pounds per dollar.
It sucks that it sucks that it's still, most consumers still, like, have that mindset, like, you might as well
shut up,
go for the bigger one. Well, because, like, I like the idea of these right-sized trucks. Like, it's all a footprint that most people actually need. Because, like, everyone drives these things, like, with empty beds anyway. But, like...
And I'm with you.
I still see both sides of the argument.
I like the mid-sizers. I really like... We talked about this last year. We gave a mid-sizer our truck of the year. We liked them all. And, like, in a lot of cases, the big trucks only start making sense when they start encroaching on $100,000.
Yeah.
At which point they stop making sense because they're encroaching on $100,000.
Yeah.
Like, from a product, right? Like, I don't know, the base ones feel like really kind of shit, and the nice ones are nice, but they're too nice. Like, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
The mid-range trucks answer that quite nicely.
Yes.
And I think the Tundra is one of the only big trucks that does that very well.
Yeah. I can see that.
And yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
What kind of fuel economy did you get out of it without the hybrid?
So when I picked it up from Toyota and drove it across town, I was averaging, I think its lifetime average was 13.6. I was seeing mostly highway, just under 12. At the end of the week, where the truck spent a lot of its time in traffic idling, average out just under 15.
That is pretty much spot on with what I got out of the TRD Pro.
And the TRD Pro was hybrid or no?
The TRD Pro was hybrid.
Right, yeah.
It was also in winter.
Yeah.
But I also did a lot of highway with that. And I can't imagine the Falcon Wild Peaks helped with that thing.
No. But I mean, this thing's also on like Michelin Defender terrain tires too. Not as hardcore, but still...
Yeah, it's a little more screedable.
A little more, but like a good chunk of the way there.
Yeah.
And like and Toyota's always been very clear about this. We see hybrid and we think, oh, fuel efficiency.
Yes.
And they've been very clear. No. The Max trucks are more performance, not more fuel efficiency. And that's where it reflects, right? There is a slight fuel efficiency boost. You don't really see it so much in practice, especially if you do a lot of highway. It's all city where you would see that benefit. And there's a big performance boost. And the Tundra, you don't really notice it. On something like the Land Cruiser and the Tacoma, you really do. You really do. It's like, that's what I want. That one. Give me that one. That's really good.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Nick, what are we talking about next?
What else did you have? Wait, no, we're doing the other ones.
We're doing the other ones.
Yes, the other two.
Yeah, because I've been talking a lot, so I'm trying to give you the mic for a bit.
So we had.
Let me talk some more.
Let's see them talk some more. Okay, so in addition to, while you were driving the two trucks, we also had the 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander GT Super all-wheel control last week, which is Mitsubishi's way of saying it's all-wheel drive. But wait, there's more. We also have, this week, the Outlander PHEV. Wow. Very exciting, I know, right? And I think so John's in both of them. John's sort of doing it's a bit of a compare and contrast sort of a thing. I know, right? Whether or not you should go for the gasser or the PHEV.
You know what? For my performative shit talking there, I like them both. They're quite good. They're fucking so ugly, but they're actually quite good.
I feel like the PHEV's the one to get.
What's have you looked up pricing on either of them? Because I have not. I just shot them.
So they're both in the 50-ish range.
Because they're both like pretty loaded SUVs.
Yes.
So for my mom listening, the Outlander is Mitsubishi's big small SUV. Like they call it a compact, but it's like very much on the big side of compact, and you can get it with a 3-row, like with a 3rd row.
Which is cramped for a
pretty cramped, but it's there, right? It is
crossover.
the cheapest 3-row you can get.
Yeah.
By a good margin, I think. And it's actually been selling quite well for Mitsubishi because it is the most inexpensive 3-row on the market, and they're not bad vehicles either. They share a lot of technology with Nissan. A lot of the interior switchgear and software is exactly as we've seen in other Nissan products. The Rogue, I think it shares a platform with.
There's a lot of Rogue influence inside the infotainment and yes, most of the infotainment and the switchgear that's like pulled out of the Rogue.
But that's not a bad thing because all that stuff works really well. It feels like quality, and then both the vehicles we had have been like high spec.
Yeah.
So leather, everything, actually really nice quilted leather. Nice detailing. They feel really nice. They do. I like them a lot. And
Kelly remarked that it smells like crayons inside, and she said that about both of them. And when she pointed that out, I can't unnotice it now.
A lot of OEMs has a very distinct new car smell, just based on polymers, adhesives, paints, artificiality that they're doing. Like BMWs all smell the same. Benzes all smell the same.
Yeah.
Mitsubishi smell like crayons. Ford smell like wet dogs.
Was it dog food? No, it was dog food.
Same thing.
It's a very different. It's a big difference between those two. I'll have you know.
But yeah, like some have like Mazdas all smell the same too, and
yes, they do.
Some have like a more prominent chemical-y smell than others.
This is true.
I think Mitsubishi falls on the smellier side of things, but not bad. It's just like wow, it's very new car smell.
Yeah. It hits you.
But yeah, I mean, so I didn't spend a ton of time with them. I shot them both, so probably an hour between the two. But I generally quite like them, and I see the value proposition they offer because they do feel nice. They don't drive great, but they're fine. Like most people, unlike us, don't give a shit about vehicle dynamics, performance, whatever. It is a large, comfy box that goes to places and is easy to use. And it's very good at that. And it doesn't feel like a shitty penalty box, right? Like,
no, it actually feels nice. Like they actually, I'm surprised to see that Mitsubishi paid good enough attention to fit and finish, stitching, material quality. It just feels surprisingly nice.
Like, yeah, they're there's not a lot else to say. Like, they're actually just nice. You get like, oh, this is nice, and it's easy to use because it's Nissan's tech.
Yeah.
So the climate's manual. Yep. It's knobs. The screen is easy to get at.
I don't even knock I don't even see a reason to knock Mitsubishi for reusing those Nissan bits because it works.
No, and it works for both companies, right? Like, Mitsubishi gets access to Nissan's platform and infotainment and interior tech. Nissan will be getting Mitsubishi, I believe's plug-in hybrid technology and hybrid tech, which is great for them.
Oh, yeah.
Like everyone else's partners has 70 brands under their belt that share one engine and one platform across 40 cars.
Exactly.
Looking at you, Volkswagen and Toyota and BMW. Everybody does it. So yeah, it's working for them, and it's a good product. And you were still trying to get me pricing data.
I am. So the gasser that we had last week, that was the loaded GT. That was the GT Premium S all-wheel control. $47,498 to start, and
I don't need exact.
Yeah, so call it $50,000.
Okay.
Call it 50. The plug-in hybrid is about $10,000 more expensive.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Top trim to top trim.
Okay.
This PHEV is $10,000 more.
Right.
But the thing that I like about Mitsubishi's PHEV lineup is that everyone else, i.e., well, mostly Hyundai, Kia, and Toyota, they tend to lock their PHEV powertrains behind the top trim level.
Yeah.
So the only way to get a Tucson PHEV is
to get the nicest Tucson.
The nicest one for like $55,000. Similarly, this only recently changed, but for a while, the only way to get a plug-in hybrid RAV4 was to spend $60,000 on one. It was only recent that they brought it down to like the XSE.
Yeah.
But even then, there's like still like $55,000 crossovers.
Yeah.
What I like about Mitsubishi's structuring is that you can get into the Outlander PHEV for the ES all-wheel control trim. That's like the base trim.
Yeah.
For like $48,600.
Right.
Under $50,000 for a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
3-row-ish compact crossover.
Which is perfect for what a lot of people are looking for, right? I need to move my kids and their stuff, and if I can not buy gas anymore, that's great.
Yeah.
Right? And because it's the plug-in, you have the option of like, okay, if I'm going to, say, a fucking kids soccer tournament in North Bay, I can do that, not worry about it. But most of the time, I can not burn gas at all.
Yep, absolutely.
There is a real, like, serious long-term value proposition there.
And I think pricing was the real kicker here because, like, anecdotally, I see a lot of these on the road.
Yep.
And
these are the only Mitsubishis I see on the road.
Right.
Yeah.
And on top of that, all the Outlanders I see on the road, of which there are many, there are also many PHEVs.
Yeah.
They're almost all PHEVs.
Almost all I didn't know they didn't make a PHEV.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, like, people are actually buying these things, so they're obviously doing something right.
Yeah. I can tell you why. It's because it's the cheap one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
also nice.
It's
surprisingly
you know what?
nice.
Yeah, because it's not cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. It is the inexpensive one.
Yeah. Like, the previous generation Outlander PHEV, that was still like... It's getting a little long in its tooth. It was getting a little long in the tooth. So, this one was around like 2018, 2020 when it was redesigned. So, back then, they still had that stake to claim that this is the cheapest PHEV crossover in Canada, but it wasn't exactly the nicest. Like, it was the cheapest for a reason.
Okay.
But now it's sort of flipped on its head. Now it's cheap and nice.
Yeah, no, it's...
And it shows.
Yeah, like, honestly, the only fault I can level against it is, like, yes, it is not the most dynamic vehicle, but it's in a category where no one cares. And if you do, buy a Mazda. Like, that's the answer, straight up.
Yep.
What the fuck was I going to say? It's ugly. Other than that, it's fine.
I don't even think it's that ugly. I hate blackout packages.
Uh-huh.
But I prefer the looks of this noir. And
because it hides how ugly the grill is.
That's exactly it. And for Nathan's mom, this noir edition basically takes all the chrome trim, replaces it with gloss black trim.
Yeah.
Swap the wheels out for like bright wheels on our noir PHEV tester, and I actually might like it.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think anyone else buying it cares.
No.
Is that the nice one? Give me the nice one. Okay, thanks.
Exactly it.
My husband likes black. Let's do that. Like,
it's sporty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, performance. John complained that the base gasser had absolutely no get up and go.
I tend to agree.
I didn't encounter that. I also didn't try to merge onto a highway with it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's par for the course for normally aspirated 4-cylinder engines in this segment. What isn't slow as balls in a straight line?
Yeah,
unless you get
not even
engines.
Slow. He was complaining about like really weird slow response time.
Yeah,
like really long kickdowns and stuff. The plug-in, I find like it picks up and goes better.
Yeah,
it's not going to blow anybody's socks off, but it picks up and goes better.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely one of the surprises.
It's one of the options in the segment.
It is, and you know what? It's not a bad. It's actually not a bad option.
You could do worse.
Like absolutely, you absolutely can do worse.
Yeah, you could do worse. You could do worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
you could definitely do worse. I'm thinking about this now. You could do worse without trying very hard. Yeah.
What's worse?
Let's not.
Okay. I'll take the crab juice. Okay, so moving on. Nathan, what was the other truck you had?
So along with my big truck, I had a very big truck.
Yes.
And then this week I have a very, very big truck. Yes. But the very big truck that I had last week was a 25 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. And this was their new Trail Boss package. So it builds on the base LT and LTZ, base-ish LTZ trim.
LTZ.
I know what I said. It's a word now. The split between Z and Z has always pissed me off.
Yeah.
Always. I just tend to go by the native language.
Yes.
And because the Silverado was designed in the land of the free and the home of the brave,
obviously,
it's an LTZ.
Yes.
But anyway, so this truck is a base LT with the very old, long-running Z71 off-road package, and then the Trail Boss just adds some visual spice to it. Basically, just blacks out all the trim.
Yep.
And gives you BFG KO3 tires.
Nice
for manly men who are manly.
Hell yeah. And
the slightly higher springs and Rancho shocks from the Z71. It's a cool looking truck. It's actually, and the blue that it was in was really handsome. I was
unexpectedly subtle.
Yeah, I was disappointed when I went to pick the truck up. I was like, oh man, I want it to be red. But that blue grew on me. Yeah. The blue and the black actually work quite nicely.
Yeah, they do. It's funny. I was actually driving home yesterday, and like the rearview mirror, I'm around the office, and like the rearview mirror, I was like, I look, I was like, why is there a blue Sierra 2500 Trail Boss that's identical to the press truck behind me? I thought Nathan returned that like a few hours ago. Apparently someone
else grabbed it.
There's a twin.
Yeah.
It's an exact twin being used as a tow truck.
Just a handsome color combo.
Yeah.
I actually quite liked it. There's nothing else really new to report. I still love the Duramax. It is the most refined big diesel on the market by a fucking mile. It doesn't really sound like a diesel. It doesn't start like a diesel. It just sounds like a big, tough V8 motor that happens to have almost 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Hell yeah, brother.
The Allison 10s. I don't even know if it's a real Allison. I think there was some grumbling about a rebadged GM 10 speed. I can't remember where I ended up on this.
Yeah.
Very good trans. Excellent powertrain. Rides great. Rode a lot better than the Tundra, despite not being in HD. The only complaint, and it's funny that you and I are kind of split on this, because I've had a lot of new Chevrolet trucks with their new generation of infotainment, with the bigger curved screen, which I don't care so much about, and the new Android Automotive software and vastly more processing power underneath it that I do care about, because it's a very nice interface that's super slick. Everything is like snappy, very fast, instantaneous. It's like I drive quick. It's very good. And this truck, the HD trucks, don't have that. They are on the last gen layout and software and hardware, which I generally like. I really liked it 2 years ago, but next the new stuff is starting to show its age. Yeah. Especially with some updates stacked on top of it. Yep. Especially in maps, it kind of like hangs and sort of just looks and feels old.
Is this still using like built-in like like proprietary GM maps, or is this still
No.
Google built in?
So this gen is kind of like the middle child. So the new stuff is Android Automotive.
Yep.
The old stuff is GM's software.
Yep.
But it's Google powered. So it's got Google Maps, Google Search.
Yep.
So there's Google integration, but it's not all an Android kernel.
Yep.
I thought, the most interesting kind of anecdotal takeaway of the week was when you looked in the truck and said, "Oh my God, that is the most handsome implementation of the new software yet." Like, that's the old shit, buddy.
Yeah, I kind of felt like an idiot there, but
it's really nice.
But I stood by what I said. I think the integration is lovely in that interior. The way the screens are laid out, says just like the I hate the two screens living under one panel look. I think some manufacturers do it better than others, but I still largely don't like it. The Silverado 2500 keeps the old layout in that the digital gauge cluster is divorced from the widescreen touchscreen infotainment.
But it's a very traditional gauge pod.
Yes, exactly.
That just happens to be replaced with a screen instead of another television.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it looks great. It's in its own provision. It's it's a nice stitched binnacle. It has some nice chrome trim framing it, and I thought that just looks really nice.
And I think it's a 13 and change inch widescreen next to it, amongst the center of the dash. That's over top of some basic physical climate controls. That, you're right, that is by far the most handsome dashboard. The new stuff that GM is doing is by and large not that nice. I think that was the big disappointment with the Yukon that I had a couple months ago. Was oh man, I liked the old shit. It was just nicer. Yeah. It didn't work better, but it was just nicer to behold.
Yep.
And I thought the new big square screen was garish, which is going to be very funny in about 12 minutes when we get to that part. But yeah, I didn't like it, whereas Chevy's implementation of the newer shed was closer to the old layout.
Yep.
And I much prefer that. It's a weird mixed bag.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I didn't think on first blush that there's so much going on infotainment-wise in GM's portfolio.
Yeah, they're really trying to differentiate these trucks and give them a different personality, because it's always been the thing. It's you want a Chevy Cavalier, Pontiac Sunfire, it's fucking same thing.
Yeah.
Silverado or Sierra, who fucking cares? They're the same truck. Oh.
Yeah.
They're trying to break that.
Yeah.
Or at least run, and there's two ways to look at it. It's you run two different design strategies. You capture more of the market, you appeal to more people. Oh, you don't like this, and try this. Oh, that looks way better, or vice versa. You could also say, well, if you just run two, that just means one of them for sure is wrong. But but wrong is different from person to person.
Exactly.
And even from product to product, as we will get into shortly.
Precisely.
But yeah, otherwise, not a lot new to report with that truck. It's a big ass, huge diesel truck that does big ass, huge diesel truck things. Something I've always liked about the GM HD trucks is that they keep an independent front end instead of the solid axle everyone else does, so they're not as heavy duty as the Ford and Ram, but it's still 22,000 pounds towing with a gooseneck.
Still pretty good.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's 7 or 8 Miatas and a trailer for 7 or 8 Miatas.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot. And it drives really nice. It's super, super refined. And this truck had, outside of looking cool and having some cool guy off-road stuff, it actually wasn't as well equipped as the Tundra, but it had
Interesting.
The things you would need, like the surround view cameras, which are kind of mandatory in anything that fucking big.
Absolutely. I was parking beside you all week, and I was walking to my car last week, and I was I paused. I don't know if you saw me, but I paused, measured the top edge of the hood, and it came to just below my shoulder.
Yeah,
and I'm not exactly short.
Yeah, they're huge. Anyone under 5'8" is just going to disappear standing in front of that truck.
Yeah. Kind of scary when you think about it.
Yeah. I had a similar thing where I was walking out to my Range Rover, which was parked next to it, and I thought, where the fuck is my Range Rover? It was my large full-size SUV.
It's
was
just
hiding behind the truck.
It's just
disappeared.
Completely hidden.
Gone.
Jesus. I parked beside your alley today and I was like, wow, it sure is nice to park beside Nathan this week and be able to see who's driving through the parking lot now.
I know, right? And price comes in at $100,000.
Par for the course.
Par for the course. And like, I was just talking about $100,000 trucks.
Yeah.
HDs are a little different. Because I think that truck starts at 75.
Mm-hmm.
And then 10 more for the Duramax. And then, do you want leather chairs? Do you want like some niceties and convenience pack and the stuff? So like this truck has like the basic set of essentials you want, plus some cool guy shit, plus the badass powertrain.
Yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah.
For like an actual serious holy fuck work truck.
Yeah.
That's not a Posermobile.
I feel like we're maybe a little more used to that idea as opposed to like a $100,000 half ton. Yeah.
So $100,000 half ton, it's a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas $100,000 for $100,000 on a 3/4 or a full ton is a business expense.
Yes.
Yeah. Like straight up, that's what it is. That's a difference. And they're built differently too, right? Like there's a reason why this truck is on the last infotainment architecture because that shit doesn't matter as much.
Yep. Different set of buyers.
Yeah. I liked it. Good truck. I like big truck.
And you cannot lie.
I cannot lie. I enjoy big truck.
How are you liking this week's big truck?
This week's big truck is a bigger truck, and it's... I am split between if it is the best truck or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that is honestly... I'm honestly very surprised at that, considering your thoughts on what this biggest truck is related to. Mm-hmm.
So, this biggest truck is the 25 not Chevy. It's a GMC Sierra EV. Mm-hmm. Denali. They're all Denalis right now. Yep. They haven't introduced more work-oriented trims. Mm-hmm. This truck is... I just did this last night. I think just under $120,000.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. I love it. It's the fucking best.
I am very surprised. Like, considering what we had to say about the Silverado EV, which was not, perhaps not their best foot forward.
So that one's weird. So, and this is kind of, let's go back to that pin I put in about 12 minutes ago.
Yeah.
How different the design language and interior feel is from product to product. And what might work well here doesn't work well there, and vice versa, without much sense. I didn't love the GMC Yukon Gasser with this GM's new squared-off interior thing, but I like the Chevy Tahoe with the rounded thing. Yep. I did not like the Silverado EV with the rounded thing, but I fucking love the Sierra with the square thing. I love it. It's the best. This is what this should be. Yeah. And it really speaks to the strategic brilliance of GM's decision to split the products, and how much influence, not even amongst these trucks, but across the whole industry, how much influence design has on a car. Because the Silverado EV that I had and this Sierra EV are the fucking same. Yep. They ride on the same platform. They have the same gigantor fuck-off huge battery. They have the same almost 800 horsepower motors. They're the same. And I didn't like the Silverado very much. It was fine. It was a competent vehicle, but I just didn't like it.
I believe the exact phrasing you used was ponderous on the highway.
Did I say that?
I think you did.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you did.
Yeah. Like, it drove fine for a 9,000-pound truck. And I feel that way about this one, too. Like, given the fact that it is 9,000 pounds.
Which is insane.
Which is a whole Miata more than the heavy-duty truck with the diesel and a 20,000-pound towing capacity. Batteries are heavy. Yeah. For a bus, GM has done a fucking phenomenal job hiding the fact that it's a bus, but it is still a bus.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some slight calibration changes. I would need to drive the trucks back to back to be able to speak to it. Maybe it's just software and they've hidden some things, because they do update these things and they do change like driving parameters over the air. I don't know about over the air, but they do change some driving parameters about them. So I think the thing drives great. It's not perfect because it is still 9,000 pounds.
How much does it weigh again?
About 9,000 pounds.
Jesus.
The only real complaint is that when you floor it, and this 800 horsepower truck is lifting its front end, it does some weird wandery things.
Yes.
Because it is 9,000 pounds and has 800 horsepower, and nothing that is 9,000 pounds should have that much fucking power. I really wonder when people are going to start regulating these fucking things, because it is going to be a catastrophe at some point when it goes through 3 fucking medians and takes out 7 schools.
Yep.
And then bursts into 70 flames with its 200 kilowatt hour battery.
Because it weighs
9,000 pounds.
9,000
Because it has 200 kilowatts of lithium in it.
Yes.
Which will burn for a month.
God.
But let's not get into that. I actually really like this truck. Outside of that little tirade, I fucking love this thing. And the biggest difference is just the fucking style.
Yeah.
The thing that rubbed me the wrong way the most, or at least that sticks out to me now in retrospect, that rubbed me the wrong way about the Silverado EV that I had, was its interior layout, which was like fine, but the curvy screen dash thing they were going for, I thought didn't work well on a product that wide. It was just a weird span to cover. And also the RST trim, in their attempt to make it look sporty, had like blue and red stitching.
Yes.
And it was kind of garish and tacky and also badly done.
Yeah.
Like it was uneven and kind of like, 120 grand for this? It's built like a $50,000 truck. Whereas the GMC does not have this problem.
Because Denali.
It
actually has a beautiful interior.
It is gorgeous.
As soon as I climbed in, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is night and fucking day compared to the Silverado.
The seats are much nicer. They're quilted and they're intricate and they're very pretty. And then the dashboard is just a straight line of beautiful striped matte wood veneer.
And it works. It looks beautiful.
It's gorgeous. And then it has a separate instrument. That's a word now.
New
instrument
words.
Cruster. It's got a separate instrument cruster. That's just a rectangle screen that's floating on its own. It's not the nicely integrated thing like on the Silverado HD that you like so much. But it's fine. It works. And then there's the same 16-inch CRT television. That's just a big square in the middle of the dash. And in this application, I love it. Because the rest of the dashboard is so clean and uncluttered, that thing can sit there and it doesn't look garish or too busy. And it's the same Android Automotive software that I was just singing the praises of. It works great. It's super slick and snappy. And then you got big chunky ass switches on the bottom of it for climate control and essentials and stuff that you like so much on the Terrain Denali last year, I think.
Acadia
Denali, yeah.
Same layout, but obviously scaled up in order to cover that massive expanse of space.
Yeah. And it looks great.
Yeah.
Like everything just looks great. It feels great. You got the same kind of contrasting stitching going on, but it's not red and blue. It's classy and gray.
And applied correctly.
In straight lines.
I noticed that. I was like, wow, this is actually quite nice.
Yeah. The Sierra looks and feels like the expensive truck that it is. And in this broader market of how expensive just half tons in general are, and how expensive EVs are for the amount that you were getting, like just the sheer quantity of vehicle. It's approximately 9,000 pounds worth of vehicle. It's super impressive.
Yeah.
And then this one's got you can get the extended or max range battery, and this has the max range battery up to, I think, 765
What has
kilometers of range.
How do they rank it? Is it like, do they rank the max range above the extended range?
Yeah, it goes extended and then max.
Yeah.
And there's I looked this up last night. It's a $4,000 delta between extended and max. So the base shitty little battery
Yep.
is good for 650 kilometers of range.
Paltry.
Which is
paltry 650 kilometers
which
of
is
range.
class leading, industry leading.
Yep.
And then the big one has 760, 780, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. Which is class leading-er.
Mm-hmm.
There's an argument of, like, who needs that much? It can also support quick charging and stuff.
Yep.
So, whatever. I don't really pay too much attention to all that. But it's been nice to drive this thing around everywhere and run a ton of errands with it and not plug it in. Because usually we habitually plug things in to make sure they're ready to go.
Yeah.
And this one, like, fuck it, I don't care.
And
it's got lots.
And I think that's the kicker. I think that's why these things can get away with those stupid high range ratings, despite the fact that them weighing in at 9,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I feel like in a truck, you just want it to do a job.
Yeah.
And in order to do that job, you can't be bothered worrying about whether or not you have enough.
Yeah, you're not using that in a day. And the other argument is a lot of new EVs, the GMs do this, the Fords do this, recommend we limit daily charging to 80% to enhance battery longevity, which is a great idea. And it does actually, this has been shown over and over again, to dramatically enhance the longevity of lithium-ion batteries because they don't like being topped out or bottomed out. They hate it. And any car company, except Tesla, will like cap off the top and bottom of a battery to some extent to enhance its long range longevity. But the more you leave on the table, the better it gets. And this allows you to... I've been playing with a pen for this whole episode, and I am so sorry if it comes through on the mic. But by having so much reserve capacity, I can make that haul to Ottawa and back in a day and not have to worry about it. Or I can set it to not charge past 80% and still have 600 kilometers and still have the best battery in the business and not have to worry about it, like, ever.
Or if you're on a work site in Pickering and you have to run back to the shop in Mississauga and you have to bring a trailer with you across the 401 during rush hour, you don't completely obliterate your range.
Yeah, you can do that and then go run back out to the site. Like, it's fine.
That's exactly it. I'd be curious as to what kind of a range hit we would see in winter and B in the wild towing, because those are two very sore points with EVs, especially living here in Canada.
Yeah, I mean,
so it will be interesting to see like what that class leading, super flexible, super practical range rating translates to like real world conditions doing actual truck stuff with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that there's a couple things to be said there. That super practical range means a somewhat impractical truck, because I'm not sure if I mentioned this, it's 9,000 pounds. This thing is a fucking house. It doesn't look like it. It's designed in such a way that it doesn't look nearly as big as it is, but it's a planet.
Yeah. How quickly can you get a full charge in that thing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I haven't looked. I don't know. I haven't had to charge it. I don't know and I don't care.
Yeah.
There's that, and there's the concern of down the road, consumables on that truck. It's an 8-lug HD, like, truck.
With 24-inch tires.
With 24-inch tires on it.
Yeah.
Tires are going to melt off that fucking thing.
My God.
Ball joints are going to be $1 billion. Like, people forget, like, oh, EVs don't need maintenance. Yeah, they do. And big trucks need big-time maintenance. And this isn't even an EV thing. This is, like, just a heavy-duty truck thing. Like, they're built tough so that they can take a pounding, but they fail all the same. And when they do, it's big money, because there's just a lot of metal in a ball joint on a 10,000-pound truck. So there is some concern about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, GM's effort in hiding that has gone a long way, because the truck is the best driving GM truck by a mile.
Absolutely.
It's quick. It's super comfortable. It's very quiet. It handles well. It's like really a feat of engineering, and it's an interesting break between, say, Ford's school of thought with the Lightning, which is like, this is the electric truck that you need. right?
Yeah.
It's the same size as an F-150. It's on more or less the same platform. I know it's not the same, but it's very similar.
I almost prefer that, though.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's two very different schools of thought. Kind of like what GM is doing internally with their own branding.
Yeah.
And you get 500-ish kilometers of range, I think, on a Lightning.
You also, the flip side to that is also cost. Like,
it's also a much cheaper truck, yeah.
Exactly.
But not that much.
On the upper, actually, you're right because the Silverado work truck that we did last year, that was like 80-ish, 80, 90-ish to start, which was it was
roughly in line with the Lightning Flash.
Yeah, the Lightning Flash starts a little more, a little less, but they're still like more or less within the same ballpark. I think like top trim to top trim, I think a top spec Lightning's like
I think 120.
120, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So they're pretty close, and you get like almost twice as much battery. Again, whether or not you actually need that and want to deal with the compromises that come with that are up to you. Yeah. But the end result is a really nice truck. And like I would struggle, especially given that they are price comparable, like pretty much in a straight line. It's not a matter of do I want I've been a big advocate for this, of like stop segregating EVs. Yeah. If I'm looking for a truck, regardless of what's powering it, I would struggle to see why you would take a Sierra Denali 6.2 gas V8 over this, because this has more space, just as nice, if not nicer, of a cabin, all the same features. Probably actually go further on a tank of gas.
Yep. Arguably a little more capability.
Depends what you're using it for, but yeah, there's definitely an argument to be made there. Like, why not? So, yeah, I think that one might be a truck of the year. It's a fucking really, really nice truck, and I like it a lot.
Just the fact alone that it's like such a big difference between the GM and the GMC and the Chevy version. The fact that there's just such a night and day difference between the two, just like sticks out to me.
It's all style, and the GMC's got so much more of it.
Absolutely. And it feels nice.
You know what? It doesn't have more of it. I think that's what's working for it, is that it's much more plain and minimalist. And
but it's just nicer.
But it's nicer.
Yeah.
Whereas the Chevy's like, hit him with the red and blue shit.
Red and blue stitching.
And put the things on the bed so it looks fast.
Yeah.
Whereas the Sierra EV looks like a truck.
Yeah. That just happens to be electric and very nice.
Yeah. I like it a lot. It's very, very good.
Very well then.
Take us out, Nick.
That takes us to the end of this week's episode. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been an absolute slice. If you wish to keep tabs on our automotive misadventures, including what else we are playing with this week and next, we will tell you all about it on our socials at doubleclutch.ca. In the meantime, thank you for joining Nathan. We will see you all in a couple of weeks. And last but not least, thanks for listening, Nathan's mom.
Bye.